Hello, so this is part two of the ICRA 2023. Here, a queue of people waiting to get a ticket to go see the International Conference on Robotics and Automation. Tickets were about £500 upwards for a day's ticket. This was held at Excel London, so let's see what we have
My
here.
favorite book was created by Engineered Arts. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, mate.
Nice to meet you too, Paul. It's always great to make new friends.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so this robot was actually having conversations, and you talk to it and it would respond. It actually was remembering people's names as you were talking to it. So if you notice the facial expression, it will show you where it's trying to recollect the memory of what you've told it, and then it respond to you, which is quite cool.
It's always a pleasure to meet new people.
It is difficult to recover when we fail. On the other hand, in the virtual world,
I think this was pre-programmed. I'm not sure, but initially I thought it was a human being until I started paying attention and realized that it was actually a robot.
on the other hand, in the virtual world, that has spread after the internet. We often
Here's another one that I quickly what was I saying? Anywho, I think it says Amazon there, but I don't think this is part of Amazon. So the guy gently moves the thing that he's moving. I don't know what it's called, and the robot moves. So that was cool watching that.
I am there's some setting you gotta enable for it. It's just a friendly little dog, you know.
When I was going around, I was see where that trolley was, so I was coming around that inside with my friend, and the next thing, this dog started walking towards her. I freaked out and I took off. And I turned around when I got to the stairs, and my friend was just standing there with this dog right in front of it. You know, that was quite interesting. Then I didn't realize that there was a guy with something that looked like a remote control, kind of like this game control thing, and he was the one moving it, so it wasn't moving on its own, which was interesting. But there was another one you will see later moving on its own. They weren't using, I don't think they were using any remote control. I didn't see any remote control being used for that one. Well, this was quite cool. Well, I guess I've just told you now that I freak out at every little thing. So even though it wasn't a real dog, I was I was a bit shaken up, so I took off. I don't know, is this called Go One or Go1? I don't know. Yeah, so you see what that gentleman was doing. That was what my friend was doing. I couldn't come close to it. I don't know why. I was panicking, but I just could not go close to it. There were a couple of them. There were other colored ones, other colors that were there, and some that were quite bigger. The other video that I did, part one, will show a little bit of those other ones, but for some reason I was not recording it properly, so I didn't get all the footage, or more like I couldn't show you all the footage that I recorded of the robots that were there. But it was a very good event. If you're able to attend next year's one, this was actually the first one they were doing in London, so hopefully there will be many more. And if you're interested, and you've got about £500 but in a hole in your pocket, you can go get a ticket and attend. See the thing that is climbing on right now. Okay, this particular one was literally climbing up the stairs. This one is in something that looks like a box, but there's another one. There were about 2 or 3 that were out. and they were literally going up the stairs. So which meant that the time that I was running up that stairs, that was redundant, because if the guy wanted to get it to move up the stairs, he could have gone up the stairs. So thankfully there were two sort of like stairs, so I went up one, though both of them were made at the same landing, but I went up one and I was standing there and I saw the other dog going up the other stairs, which was quite funny. So this particular ones, they sort of like act like guard dogs. So they would, patrol round, survey, and then go round, and then they will come to the dock. There's something like a charger, big charger. So they sit on it and charge up. Then after charging up, they get up and then move around. And so if you see like this one now, it's gone up and it's surveying the area, and then after it's gonna come right back down. And it's quite interesting because they do take turns to go on that charger to charge up. So I don't know if you can see that little box on the side where the charger is. The first one is finished, the second one is now going up the stairs, while the other one is going around. The other one was more like a mixture of a dog and a snake, which also kind of freaked me out. Now, so this is another one. This particular one was actually drawing people, so it would go and scan the person, then come round and start drawing the person on a paper. So I just got round and this it was already drawing this lady. So then I had to stand around to wait for the next drawing. There was a few people waiting to be drawn. So it would show that part very soon. So you see the gentleman sitting down now. Now he's the next person to be drawn. So you will see in a few minutes where the dog will walk over and then scan his face. And after scanning, it's going to go right back and then start drawing it. It's quite cool. One of the ones that I missed out on was another robot. You would tell it to draw something and it would draw it. Well, somebody asked it to draw the Eiffel Tower, and it started drawing something that looked like a mountain. It was quite interesting. There were a lot of robots that were there. There was one that looks very, very little, and then there was a camera that showed where it was going, so that I think it would be something. I've seen a movie, something like that in a movie, where this fly, quite very tiny, flew into the person and it was filming the inside of the person. I'm not saying that's what happened during this one, but it sort of reminds me of that movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it's quite interesting. So there it goes, and it's drawing the man, the gentleman. Yep, the future generation of robots by Boston Dynamics AI something. Yeah, AI Institute. Yeah, that's what it was. So hopefully you start seeing a little bit of the face taking form. I think it was done over a couple of days, between the end of May and the first week of June. So just for a couple of days it was running at Excel London. So I don't know if you saw the first video that I put out. It was of me going to Excel. So my journey, I left quite early in the morning, so it was my first time being at King's Cross. that early in the morning. I do go to King's Cross early in the morning, but not that early. So it was the first time I was there that early, and the station was practically almost empty. So that was cool. So I decided to film it and then film my journey going to Excel. What do you think? So that's my friend Suki, who went with me to go to go see what they've got on display. Well, I can't say display because the thing is not, it's not like it's on the top of a shelf and you're just looking at it. So thanks for watching and hope to see you soon. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Take care. Bye.